Hello my friends, this is Tammy with Divine Designs 24. I am back with another project. As you saw in the last one I did with my granddaughter, and she is going to be 10 next week. We are celebrating her birthday on Easter, and actually we'll be celebrating her birthday and her sister's birthday because they are one day apart, only about I don't know, 13 years. I think they're 13 years apart, but their birthdays are a day apart, over 13. And so when she was here, she asked me if I would make this. It's a little trinket dish for her, and she wanted it in blues and a little bit of gold. So I told her I would make it for her. So I thought I'll make this for her birthday, and I'll bling it all up and do some pretty things with it. So that's what we're going to do. You're going to be with me as I make her one of her birthday presents. So we'll get the gold. I won't put this much gold in it. I'll be using the extras as probably for some jewelry, or maybe another little animal character that we have here. I'll need more blue than that. But she had so much fun blinging all those dogs, and she had all dogs, a cat, and a whale. I believe those were the animals that she had. And I'm telling you, she had so much fun, and I sure hope you guys give her lots of love and tell her what a good job she did, because she was having so much fun with it. Because she can't come in here and do the pouring, but I'll let her do the decorating. So that was her treat while she was here. Okay, so let's see. I want to spray a little bit of alcohol in here, eliminate some of those bubbles. Don't need a lot, just try to eliminate some bubbles in there. Okay, so I'm going to start out with some clear. And then some blue. And I don't want a whole lot of gold, because this gold, boy, I tell you, this gold really likes to take over. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of gold, just so there's some gold in there. And then we'll do the same thing for the lid. That way I get the lid matching. So there's some clear. But I had a couple of these. She took them home with her. I had a couple of them here that didn't have anything in them. And she asked what they were for. And I said, they're just little trinket boxes. And she asked me if she could take them home with her. And I said, sure. And she said, well, can you make me one? Make me in the blues and the golds. I said, all right. So that's what I'm doing. She's such a sweet girl. Oops. And see, and I said I didn't want to put that much gold in there. And I just did. So I'm going to try to scoop some of this out of here. because that gold will just take over. Grab a paper towel. I'm gonna wipe this off. There we go. That's for the gold. All right, so we'll put a mix this up. Okay. Some more blue in here. I want it mainly blue with just a little bit of gold. Okay. Now we don't know what color I ended up with, but we'll do it this way. We'll do some clear. We'll do some blue. And we'll do some gold. But not as much as I put in the last one. We're almost to the top. We'll do some clear. This is going to be so pretty. I hope she likes it. Her mom asked her the other day what she wanted for her birthday. She said, what would you like? Something from Grandma and Grandpa. What would you like? And she said, anything that Grandma makes me. Isn't that sweet? How often do you hear that from a 10-year-old? She's such a sweet girl. Of course, I'm very partial. She is my granddaughter. I have 5. But she's the baby. She's the youngest. My daughter has the kids ranging from, she is 10, and the oldest will be 28 in May. So they are spread out there a little bit. Because she's the youngest, and the next one is going to be 19 in August. So she's 10, next one's 19. So she's the baby of the bunch. Okay, I'm trying to decide on this lid if I want to put another section of clear. That looks so nice. This is pretty. I think this is going to work out good. It's going to have just enough gold in there for a sparkle. But I want to get down there and make sure I don't have, let me see, where is, there it is. I want to make sure there's no air bubbles in there. I see air bubbles. Get underneath that lip. Get those air bubbles out of there. I can see them. Oops, I stuck my thumb in the other one. That's all right. As long as I get those air bubbles out. And I think this one here is pretty good. I don't see air bubbles coming up or anything. I want to get that gold swirled in there so it doesn't just sink. That's my big fear. It's for it to sink. Okay. All right. Now let's see. Do I want to top this off? I just want to make sure there's no air bubbles in there. I see air bubble. See one right there. Okay, I think I'm going to top these off with just a little bit more of just the clear. And I'm going to just let that do its job there. Okay, now I can just let this sit. I'll let it sit overnight. I did use the 4-hour on this so that when I get up in the morning, this will be all set and all done. Because I have more things I want to do. Let's mix that up a little bit. And we can let this sit and purdy up. Her favorite color is blue, so I have a little bit of gold here. I'm gonna put that in something. And I will see you guys for demold. And we'll see how pretty this looks. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you in just a few minutes. We're back for demold. I got this done. We're gonna demold it, and I'm gonna see if I want to change it and make another one with alcohol ink. So we'll see how this looks. Spray a little alcohol in there, see if that'll help. I've had these molds. This is like one of the first molds I think we ever bought. And I've had this one here a long time, probably 2-3 years. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, that kind of turned out kind of pretty. Look at that. Blue, just a touch of gold. That's what she asked for. Okay, let's see how this turned out for the lid. I see one little air bubble. Oh, now that turned out pretty. Look at there. Blue with just a little bit of gold. That's what she wanted. I think that turned out really, really pretty. I think she'll be very, very happy with that. Okay, I'm going to bling this up for her. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but you will see my transformation. I have to bling it up for her. Put some little girly gems and stuff on here. Okay, I'll be back. there we go. We're all done. I was going to put them all the way around, but I was afraid that was going to be too much. Sometimes less is better, and I've got it all the way around the bottom, so I just did the 4 corners, and then she's got the gold heart. So I'm going to leave it at that. She'll probably get something pretty inside of it for her birthday. We'll see. We got it kind of glued. Okay. Did it turn out beautiful? Very nice. Okay, well, this is Elena's little box that she wanted. Put some blings all around the bottom of it. And did the heart on the top and the 4 corners. So that's it. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.